Hi, everyone, and welcome to the screencast for Sunday, October 22nd, at the end of a long weekend for MEA. I hope you all had a great time and you were able to relax with families and friends. I went up the shore to our cabin and it was great just to relax, so hopefully you're able to do the same. A few things to highlight on our schedule for the week. We have picture retakes on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we have finally our literacy walkthroughs. I apologize for the confusion on the date for that. We also have fourth and fifth grade on a field trip. I realize that in conjunction with our literacy walkthroughs, but we'll do our best on that. On Thursday, nothing too big other than grade 4 with digital content day at Poplar Bridge. And Friday, grade 5, you start things off with the breakfast for our families, starting at 8 o'clock. So looking forward to that. Conferences. I don't say it enough, but I wanted to thank you. It was a great set of conference days there. I think there are amazing, though I know there are amazing things happening at Westwood. As I say here, it's often easy to focus on what's not working, to miss the positives. I know that happens to me sometimes when I get the calls when things aren't working. What I love about conferences is for me to be able to see all the amazing things you're doing with our families, with our kids. And the 3 words that really came through for me is caring. Parents are so appreciative of the things that you're doing, and you are making a difference for our kids. And the time that you put in, whether it's preparing for class, I know a lot of us work with kids after school on our own time, sometimes for many different days, and that makes a difference. And just your follow through with our kids, it is amazing. And I really appreciate all that you're doing, and that's the exciting part about conferences. So moving on from that, we have our fall parties coming up, and that brings up our wellness policy and food and how that all works. And I want to say about our wellness policy, it is a work in progress. We've already made some changes. For instance, with birthdays, we aren't doing birthday treats anymore, and I have not had any pushback on that from families, so I think they're liking that part of it. Obviously, classroom parties, this will be the first one that we've had this year for some of us, and that's a big deal. And I realize it is hard to figure out how to do that. So I included a few things here for you to look at. One is just the overall wellness parent and teacher guide that Julie Campanelli talked with all of us about a number of weeks ago. And from that, I highlighted a few different slides from that, one of which is menu ideas. You can click on the fall party ideas, and these might not all work for you, but at least we know that there are some possibilities out there that you can be doing in your class. Just be aware of that. Also, there are ideas for pizza and donuts and snow cones and popcorn recipes just by clicking on here. So just be aware that there are some food options out there that are healthier. As surprising as it may seem, donuts are on there. Might not fit for everything, but at least that's a possibility. And also this last slide, it shows healthy snacks that you can purchase at Cup Foods or Sam's Club, or just healthy snacks in general. So as we're trying to prepare for our fall parties, just be aware of these resources that you can share if you have somebody helping you with your parties as we move forward. Equity survey. Just as you know, a while ago we took an equity survey at the building level. So all the different schools did that, and that's info for our district to talk about where we're going, as well as individual buildings are provided with data. But unfortunately at Westwood, we did not have enough people participate for valid data. That's unfortunate. I really was interested in seeing what that would say. At the elementary level, I don't believe we had kids do it, so it's just staff and parents and things like that. So what are we going to do about that? Because I still think that's important. I know all the other sites are going to be using that. What we'll do is we'll use the district data at our site, and it shouldn't be too far off from what we have at the rest of the district. So be aware that that's coming, and I'll keep you informed as we move forward on that. Literacy walkthroughs, October 25th. Once again, I apologize for giving you the wrong date before. So what do you need to do ahead of time? Nothing. All it is myself and maybe one other person will come in, and there's another group that'll be doing it at the same time. So there's 4 of us total right now. We'll come in for just about 5 minutes, and all we're doing is looking at some of the different things that are happening, in the classroom. Obviously, for 5 minutes, there's no way I'm going to have an idea of everything that's happening. I might be seeing a whole group lesson. We might be seeing small group. We're going to be looking at books that are in your classroom libraries. But the whole idea is just to give us a snapshot of what's happening in our school so that we can start planning as we move forward for staff development. It's not something to get worried about. That's why I haven't told you to prepare anything. It really is just a snapshot of what we're doing as a whole school. So if you have individual questions about that, come and talk to me about that. The last thing I put down here is our balanced literacy survey. One of our goals this year, our big goal this year, is literacy. And so one thing we are looking at is balanced literacy. And later on this week, teachers should receive a survey asking you some questions about balanced literacy so that we can use that information to think about staff development and what we can focus on. A lot of us have really strong skills in balanced literacy. Some of us haven't had any staff development on that in a while, and so it's just a good thing for us to take a look at. So putting this all together, that just helps us give a better idea of what we could be focusing on as a school to help with literacy here at Westwood. Well, that is all I have. Have a great rest of the weekend and look forward to talking to you soon. Take care, everyone.